Hello everyone, Lindsay here. This has been one of my most requested videos. This is how I do my beach waves in my hair. So today I'm going to teach you how to do that with my flat iron, show you how to use a couple of Aveda products, and teach you some fun little tricks. Enjoy! So right now my hair is just in a scrunchie. I washed it yesterday and then I didn't do anything to it. I just pulled it, pulled it up this morning just to get it out of my face. And I did prep it with a little bit of Aveda's Smooth Infusion, Style Prep Smoother. So that one is a heat protectant, and then it also smooths just a little bit through those ends, and then it fights against humidity, which isn't an issue in Eastern Colorado, but just in case. So what I'm going to be using today, I just have my good old wet brush. It's my favorite brush. I am using my Aveda Shampure dry shampoo. Can you see it a little bit? I'll link these. And then I'm going to be using, and I have the box here, my Babyliss Pro Nano Titanium Prima 3100 flat iron. Okay, so you guys can see this is the one I use. This is the actual iron. It is incredible. I love it. Okay, so it's got a little clip right here on the end. You can do this with other flat irons, but this is the one I like the most. It's super long, so it makes that curl, it extends that curl really well. So I really, really love this flat iron. The temperature over here, so I'm just gonna turn it on real quick, this middle button. Hold it for a second. Did I not plug it in? Oh, I see what I did. There we go. Okay. So turning that on, and then I'm gonna bump my heat up. I usually do my heat about 410 for curls because it's pretty quick and I don't need it super high. That 465 is as high as it goes. I never turn mine up that high on myself, at least. Okay, so just gonna run my brush through my hair. Oh, I guess you also need a clip. It's gonna be something else you need to keep your hair sectioned. I didn't brush my hair yesterday either. So, and like I said, my hair got greasy. I mean, my hair is greasy from yesterday. I just washed it like yesterday afternoon, and it gets greasy that fast. So, and you can do this on day 2, day 3 hair, whatever works best for you. So, just gonna go through there, brush that all out. And I'm gonna take my section, top of the ear there. I guess not quite the top, kind of the middle of my ear. So there's not a ton that's out. I'm just gonna take that with my fingers. And then I'm just going to take a little butterfly clip here, clip the top of that. Okay. And I had a client ask me the other day if I really sectioned my own hair like this when I did my curls. And I'm like, absolutely, because it won't work. So taking about 1-inch sections, 1 inch this way, 1 inch this way, 1 by 1 kind of thing. And then I'm just gonna take my iron and slowly curl down. And another thing you want to remember is not to curl that end. And then I'm just going to run my finger around it to kind of enhance that curl a little bit. And then this one, do the same thing. If you have curly hair, you can flat iron your root first. Like you don't have to go through and flat iron your root, but you can kind of go like this, flat iron, and then curl. I don't have curly hair, but I like to mention that because that's my favorite thing about curling your hair with a flat iron, is that you don't have to, especially if you have any type of curl or wave to your hair, you don't have to flat iron your hair the day before. And then this one, I'm going to pull this curl forward. So see how my flat iron switched and I'm curling the hair the opposite direction? So that's going to give me a beachier look. Make sure I got everything. Okay. Then we're gonna go on to our next section. So then I'm gonna go right here at the temple. Just wanna go straight back. You wanna make sure that you don't go up or down in the back, because then you're gonna have either a bigger or a smaller section. You want to have pretty uniform sections just because it's gonna make curling easier. So right here around my face, I'm gonna be really quick with this because these are some shorter pieces and I want a really beachy look around my face. So I'm just gonna be real fast and then curl that just a little bit. That piece kind of got weird. That was better. So you still want a very uniform curl. And then this one. And once again, this is that Babyliss, I never know if I say that correctly, Pro. Sorry, I'm trying to find these pieces I haven't curled. So that's a really big section. Okay, that piece is already curled. That's still a pretty big section, so just split it in half. And this one I'm gonna go forward. So some you wanna go forward, some you wanna go back. I'm gonna grab that section that was on top of there. I'm gonna go back with that one. And then after I'm all done curling, what I'm gonna do is go in and use dry shampoo, and that's really gonna get all the greasiness off my root first of all. And then it's also gonna give me a lot of texture. Aveda's dry shampoo is a powder, so it's not like an aerosol spray like most dry shampoos are. It's best for blondes, but you can use it if you have dark hair. It's just a white powder, so you can see that it's a white powder when you put it on. You guys will see. If you have really dark hair and you're wanting to use it the night before, not in the morning. I'm just gonna do a little curl right here. That'll work. This side doesn't curl as well. And you do want to clamp the hair, but you don't want to push really, really hard on your flat iron. That's something that's super important. That's what's going to give you kind of that kinky look, if that makes sense. So you want to make sure that the hair is held in the iron, but you don't want to squeeze down so hard that it's creating lines. As you want it to feel smooth like this. You can see how it's just gliding through there. That's what you want. And then this one's gonna go back, and the one on top of it's gonna go forward. Don't worry too much about like which one goes forward and which one goes back. Just grab what you see, do what you can with it. So I guess that one curled part of it. I don't know what I've curled back here. When you get into the back, it starts getting a little bit harder to see everything. Looks good. Okay, next section, gonna just go, you can see about a ½ inch to an inch apart is how I'm taking these. This was kind of a big section. So if I need to, I can take these apart and do them in like half sections. That was a really curly one too. So then through this middle section, I do take a little bit bigger sections because it gets lost in the hair. I have a lot of hair, so it kind of gets lost throughout there, so you don't want to worry so much about it. You want this to be quick. It doesn't need to take 45 minutes or an hour. And I have pretty long hair and I have pretty thick hair. And these curls last me for like 3 or 4 days. So it's not like I do this every single morning. Tomorrow what I'll do is I will brush them all out, and then I'll just put more dry shampoo in them, and I'll put some dry remedy oil through my ends. That's another Aveda product. Just adds moisture to the hair. It's a really, really lightweight oil. If you guys have ever used like argan oil or Moroccan oil, it can feel a little bit heavy, so. That one went forward. You don't want a ton of them going forward. You just want enough so that they aren't clumping together, creating one big curl because they're all going the same direction. Yeah, that's way too early. That's better. Okay. I'm gonna split this down the middle. And I do sometimes part down the middle, but most of the time I don't. I'm going to show you guys how to make your bang really nice. I guess just the front, just your fringe area. Really nice and full and just pretty and natural. Because right now this is not natural. How it's like going up and back. We don't want that, so. And these top ones, I pretty much always make go backwards away from my face. So leave that little front piece out. Mine's shorter anyways. If you were to put this in with this curl, it would get really curly and just not look very cute. So that one was a little curly anyways. Take this side, do the same thing. Just go back with all of those. That's a big piece, so let's split it. And if your ends are super frizzy because you're not flat ironing them or you're not curling them first, you can flat iron those before you even start. You have really frizzy hair, if you really need a haircut, you can go through and just run your iron through those a little bit. Okay, right up here, once again, take that front piece out. Hi, baby.
What are you doing?
Doing my hair, what are you doing? Okay, taking this, and I'm gonna over direct it to the opposite side that I want it to lay. I come from underneath, and I flip it up and let it cool. If you flip it back over there when it's hot, it's not gonna stay and it's not gonna lay the way you want it to. So you can see how that just falls in better. Sorry, this hair is all in my eyes. We're gonna do the same thing on this side. So pull it over. And I'm curling up just a little bit. But you wanna make sure you go the opposite direction because that's how you're gonna get more volume. Let it cool. And then you wanna make sure you shake this out. If you don't, you're still gonna have, so see how that pulled that forward in the front there? Okay, and then I usually don't part my hair on that side, so you can then flip over and that'll give you a little bit more volume too. You can go the other way, whatever you wanna do, doesn't matter. These are nice, big, but beachy waves. So, I'm gonna take my dry shampoo. I'm just giving it a little shake, and you guys can see like it's white. The more you use, the more you can see that powder, and this is gonna get rid of that shininess that's through my hair. Through my root, I guess. Then one side usually gets tucked behind my ear, and we're done.